I got a little book on how to pray for your husband, and I did it every day.
That's when I started praying. It was, it was a cry to God.
And one night when he was out and I was home alone, pregnant, I just kind of cried out to God.
So I had girlfriends who would come and we would pray for all of our husbands.
I knew my purpose and my plan was to just continue to pray for him. Even if I went my whole journey of my marriage with him, all the way to the very end, and on his deathbed he asked Jesus in his heart, what difference does it make? I said to the Lord, I'll just stick with you, Lord, all the way to the end. And I began to just press in and continue to pray for him no matter what.
Praying for Greg's salvation, I was praying for my marriage, I was praying for direction on which way I needed to go, how did I need to handle this situation. Well, first of all, he didn't want to go to Promise Keepers. Got a good friend, they went, and that's when God really got a hold of him. God really got his attention there at that Promise Keepers.
And my husband did not have any friends that were going on this trip, and he just signed up for it. He doesn't even know really why he did sign up for it, but he just thought, I need to go on this trip.
And then there was a Promise Keepers event, and Ronnie was excited about going.
My husband came last year, and it made a complete change in both our lives.
So here's 25 men, John goes. He gets to the stadium. Promise Keepers is just getting ready to start. And here is Raul Reese up there on stage. When Raul Reese was done and gave the altar call, they said my husband couldn't get down the aisle as they gave the altar call, but he actually leaped over the top of the chairs and pushed the chairs out of the way to get to the front. And if you know my husband, that is just not something he'd do. I mean, it was just really phenomenal.
It's really been awesome to see the different ways through the drama and the singing and all the different speakers that they had.
For Brian, what was so important is to be in a stadium with 10,000 men singing praise to God. You're not alone. And that just helps you even more come to Christ.
When these men leave, they will come home changed. They really will.
Not only was he changed right there in the stadium at the moment Jesus came into his heart, but he was changed for the rest of his life.
He was so encouraged by the fellowship that he shared at Promise Keepers with all the men, the thousands of men lifting their hands and praising God.
If there wasn't an event like Promise Keepers, I honestly don't think that we would be married today.
My husband's life was completely changed at Promise Keepers, and because he went to Promise Keepers, my life was changed, and so was my family's.
He's become such a stronger dad and such a stronger husband because of Promise Keepers.
So I'm so thankful to Promise Keepers for encouraging him and for giving him guidance to be that priest of our household.
And if it wasn't for Promise Keepers, our lives would not have been changed. And so I have a lot of gratitude towards them. In any way that I can help or reach anybody and tell anybody about the wonderful power of men reaching men, I will be forever grateful.
Promise Keepers gave me a new husband and my children a new dad. It's just been awesome.
Really encourage the women to buy a ticket for someone in their life that needs to go to Promise Keepers, because they will truly be blessed by it.
Buy the ticket. That's what I would say. Buy the ticket. Encourage them to go.
I would encourage any woman to pick up a ticket for her husband, friend.
Buy that ticket for him. Send him on his way and just believe God that God is going to change his life, and he will.
Pick up the phone, call, buy as many tickets as you can afford, and just start passing them out to every male family member. It's that life-changing. And even if they already know the Lord, it's such a recharging of their spirit that it could make an even bigger difference.
The whole thing for me and my family, it has been a miracle. Brian being changed, hundreds of men being changed because of my one small prayer. Just how big God really is.
I'm just thankful to God.